To be completely honest, this is so petty, but it's okay. It was to show the people who didn't believe in me and who turned their back on me and who didn't value what I brought to the table, that I was bankable, that I did have value.
He has been a host of Entertainment Tonight.
I cannot do that.
Let's try. Hey, that works for me.
You have heard him on The Young Turks.
This virus doesn't know race, doesn't know sexual orientation, doesn't know creative, it doesn't care.
And you have seen him on RuPaul's Drag Race. It's my boy, Jason Carter. Hey, Jay.
We're the best podcast. Hi, Erica. Hi, good to be here.
You are, I can't even take you. You are just something else. I really appreciate your time because I know you're super busy. Because right now you actually have a daily show going on Instagram called Jason Unleashed. Let me play devil's advocate with you for a second.
Let's do it.
Do you think that it was really, because, you know, I'm one who will say, you know what, I've been succeeding out of spite alone since 1981.
Hey.
But the truth is, I'm really not succeeding out of spite alone. So what percentage of it was to prove it to yourself by creating your own platform and your own branded medium? And what percentage do you think was really to prove it to others?
Ooh, wow. I have never thought, Erica. Okay, so wow. I would say 80 to prove to myself, 20 to the other people on a Monday. Ask me on Wednesday, okay? It's different. However, you're right though. You're right, because you're right. It was to prove to myself and it was more to prove to myself that I could create something that would be sustainable, that felt good. Because if you strip away all the technicality of what we do, and you do this every day, from when they count you in 3, 2, 1, IFB, all scripts, teleprompter, all of that, strip all that away. It's about a feeling you have sitting in a chair or sitting in that seat or creating or booking a guest or whatever that just feels right, that I hadn't felt in a long time. You know, like Erica, you know, when I liken things to perfect pairs of shoes, or when you get the perfect nails, or you know when something's good, and you know when there's it just feels purposeful.
Yeah. And
I hadn't felt that in a long time. So my husband was like, you have a ring light. He actually bought me this ring light years ago and was like, you should start doing these things. But I was so wrapped up in, I got to work for a network. I got to be this, playing the game that we play as talent, that it always looks prettier in that car versus just getting into your beat up Honda Civic that still runs, that'll probably take you further.
Right.
And so I thought, sure, why not? And it's interesting because the first day I did Unleashed, Jason Unleashed was a brand I had 7 years ago. And it was just like, whatever. I just thought, nah, because I had a manager who was like, brand, make sure you have a brand. And so I came up with Jason Unleashed, and then I let it go because, the career happened, things happened. And so I had a friend on Drag Race, Bryce Eilenberg, and he was like, hey, what are you up to? And I thought, oh my gosh, people really like this guy. They're always asking me questions about him. Why don't I just talk to him about who he is on Instagram and start going live? It was like going live was a new thing and I had never done it before. So I thought, sure, I'll figure it out. And then it got such a great response. And then the next day, Ross Matthews from Drag Race messaged me and was like, oh, that was really cool. And I was like, Ross, you want to be on my show? Absolutely. Then Ross came. It was like the universe.
Yes.
Boom, 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 boom. And Erica, it was so bizarre, but also really, I would say, titillating, that I would reach out to people and they were like, sure, I'll do your show. Jerry O'Connell, Roxy Diaz, Jade Thirlwall from the group Little Mix. Like, they were just, yeah, I'll do your show. I'm not doing anything. Sure, no problem. And then so it became just like this thing. And we were also forced into quarantine. So you had to fill your time during the day.
Right.
And that's something we never had to worry about before because we had jobs to go to fill our time. So I thought, okay, cool. So I'm a creature of habit. I thought, let me do this every day. And then it became like, okay, let's create graphics. Let's make this a real thing. And then here we are 6 months later, and almost 100 episodes in. So I think, your question was what was the catalyst? And it was just to feel good about something again.
Yeah. My boy, Jason Carter. Check out Jason Unleashed on Instagram. It is a daily show, folks. So get on it because your favorite celebrity is likely stopping by. I want to thank Jason for spending time with us on Comeback with Erica Cobb. You can check out the full podcast. It's live now on comeback.tv with all of Jason's info. Thank you for spending time with us. Until next week.